Hello everybody, welcome back to Hollow Ground. I'm gonna move the microphone much closer to my mouth.
That will help.
I'm here with
You should do a
Lucas.
Apollo.
I should do a Frappolo. Anyway, we're here back with Lucas. We're gonna draw
Hello.
maybe for a little
I'm
bit
Lucas.
longer this time, but I doubt it. Lucas is
Yeah,
really
definitely.
hungry, right, Lucas?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly why I'm leaving. Of course. Yes.
I can't believe you done this. I can't believe you lied to me.
I can. Last stream I have no idea where you got the idea that I was gonna eat. I was just like, should I say anything? Nah.
I was like, that makes the most sense because you kind of just hurried home, sat down, started stream. I'm like, well, he's probably hungry.
Let's see.
Like, no, we gotta go play Night Rain and be a dirty friend maxer.
Funny enough, we're not even playing Night Rain at the moment. We're playing Vanilla Elden Ring, but modded, of course.
Then it's not vanilla.
I mean, the original Elden Ring. It's the same thing.
Is it?
Kinda, I guess. Maybe. I'm gonna try and see if I can get another panel done differently.
Did you watch the new amazing digital circus yet, Lucas?
Not yet. Not yet. But it's always really good.
That's pretty good. You can feel the strife building between the characters. And some interesting relations between the characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it an Office episode in the end?
Actually, I don't think there was an office part. There was a Mr.
So they
President
lied
part.
to us. Okay.
I guess that's kind of like off. I guess.
Right.
Basically, not to spoil it, to spoil like the first seconds of the episode.
Yeah, it's fine.
They come back from an adventure and Kane's like, I hope you like this, and everybody's like tired, and Zubal's like, well, you know, we could use the suggestion box like last time. That was popular. And he's like, no, that's silly. Wait a minute, you guys actually want this? Okay. And so they did a rapid round of the suggestion box, and that's the episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they settle on something?
No, they complete them and return.
Okay.
Like they go through a bunch of them. But As usual, there's some irresolutions between characters. Some things they have to resolve or strife, and some things carry over from previous episodes and tensions. Like, remember when Ragatha was really, really high on whatever the fuck during the during the McDonald's episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, the stupid sauce. She was really fucking high, and a lot of that strife comes back. You also learn a little bit about what the characters did before they came to this world.
Ended up there.
Yeah, like Pomni used to be an accountant, for example.
That makes sense.
Zubul used to work at a bar and was like a tattoo artist at some point. Ragatha like grew up, I guess, on a farm.
Mm-hmm.
Had a extremely bad relationship with her mother, like a very abusive one, and worked in real estate. Also, the reason Pomni ended up where she did was because apparently, even though she worked as an accountant, she did YouTube videos.
Okay.
Where she would explore abandoned buildings.
Uh-huh.
And that's how she ended up there, I guess.
Right.
We kind of know about what was Gangle. Did the mask one. We kind of know about Gangle, that Gangle worked in a McDonald's basically. And,
okay, that explains a lot.
Yeah, and was in a community college for art to become a comic artist, but dropped out.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, you don't learn about Jax because he kind of shitposts through his moment where he basically
Jax shitposting.
Yeah, because he's like, well, after I got my cancer diagnosis, I got my junkie friend, and we. So he's referencing Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay.
And you don't really get anything from Kingler because, well, he's crazy.
Not only that, but he did explain some stuff in that Ghost episode.
Yeah. Well, again, even I think Jax says like, we don't have to worry about Kingler because he's not home right now, and Kingler just goes, never better. And Pomni just sits there and looks at everybody. You guys don't know about his wife? But there is something that was referenced because Ragatha does say something that Jax takes quite to heart.
Okay.
Because he's being a dick as usual.
Of course.
And she says like that he doesn't have any friends, and she adds, well, not anymore. And that really gets him. And she does this several times.
Okay.
And every time he has a really bad reaction.
Jeez, okay.
And I don't mean he like lashes out, I mean it's the silent, seething kind of reaction.
Yeah. That definitely hit a nerve, even if no one is saying anything.
Yeah. Did you just fucking kind of reaction?
Yeah. Yeah, I need to sit down and watch that. Thing is, when you sent it to me, I was having some coffee with my family. Just like, I'll watch this later.
Yeah, this is not important. Coffee is important. Family time is important. Friend maxing is important. I am glad I am such a social person.
Okay, the first image that came to mind was the fucking women.
Yeah. I have that video on standby now.
Right. You're making me sound like a social person, Alec.
That's because you are.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're more social than I am. How does that make you feel?
I'm not social. And it's not that I'm taking proud on not being social. Taking pride on not being social.
How
but
does
it's-
that make you
it's-
feel, Mr. Friend Maxer? You're not a true Ethan fake cell. Whatever the fuck it was called. You're a fake cell.
I am not a social person, Alec. Don't make people think I am. We both know that's
I
not the
have
case.
met him, and he is the most friendly and social person I have ever met. Dude never shuts up. He talks to absolutely everybody, and he's always the center of attention.
Alec literally had to, in the middle of the street, be like, "Hey, are you okay?" Because I was dissociating so hard, I was like just walking without saying it.
And you were like, yeah, man, I was talking to all these people in my head. We were having such
I
a
said
good
dissociating. I'm not a
conversation.
schizo, Alec.
Such a good conversation that you just came along and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
I said dissociating. I'm not a schizo.
Wait, dissociating? I thought you meant associating. I'm sorry, Lucas.
Ah, fuck off.
Maybe later.
Can you not?
Not during the stream, Lucas. So what
Suddenly,
happened? You saw what happened to Dark Side Phil, Lucas. We can't have like that happening to normal people. That's why Twitch has rules, Lucas.
Ah,
And they're very good about upholding their rules, Lucas.
yes, definitely. Unless we were titty streamers.
I mean, nothing's stopping you from being a titty streamer. Lucas.
I'm a man.
You still have titties.
Did you just call me fat?
No, I just said you have titties. Yes, I called you fat.
Piece of shit. Fuck's sake.
Yes, Jax is my favorite character in the show. How could you tell? I agree with him on a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
things.
I don't know, Alec. Whatever.
Especially that talk he has with Pablo when they stargaze. You'll know what I mean later, Lucas.
Oh no. Oh no. I can only imagine.
No, it's actually a nice talk, and I agree with him about overly nice people. I completely agree. Hey, Dorshut.
Hello, Dorshut. I was gonna say something,
Go on.
but
Say
No,
something. What?
it just reminded me of the time last where you're like, I am very like wary of very overly nice people. I was like, oh, okay, so you're suspicious. I told you you're suspicious of me, and you said with the most calm voice I've ever heard. You're like, Lucas, you're as negative and complain as much as me.
Yeah, you do. It's probably why we get along.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't get along with like super nice people. I genuinely don't. I can't. Like it's not in my nature.
Right.
I can't overstate just how not in my nature it is. I am overly suspicious of them. I cannot tolerate overly smiley people. I just can't. Like there was a girl during the Uchroma thing in Denmark
Uh-huh.
where I just did not trust her. She was always like super positive and smiley, and I get that she was just trying to be like really friendly, but that I don't know. It's just my fucking nature. I don't trust you if you're really fucking smiley. I just don't. All my alarms go off in my head.
It's all blaring out.
No.
Wee-oo.
There's no blurring. There's just this sense of like there's something deeply wrong here. Be on your guard. Something is very wrong.
Your face is all wrong.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it is the same feeling of like the uncanny valley thing, where
Yeah.
you're like on a subconscious
Your
level.
gut is telling you.
Yeah, my gut's telling you like you should probably be a little bit on their guard here,
Yeah.
and it might be my environment where I grew up in. I don't trust you.
Trust must be earned, comrade.
Yeah, it does. It do be like that.
Homie.
Like, look at Reese. Does he smile?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. Most of the time, he is very much neutral.
Well, yeah, but he does smile.
Yeah, he does. So
You know
do
what
I.
say?
So do I. But I'm saying most of the time, he is very, very neutral.
Yeah.
And I don't need to talk about Becky, because Becky is more or less like you. Like, you guys
Pretty
share
much.
a lot of traits.
We share the brain cell.
Yeah. Which is why I also get along with Becky.
Yeah.
By the way, Lucas,
Yeah, tell me.
have you heard about the? I'm guessing no, but have you heard about the H3H3? The latest thing where he's suing people, and it's like all over Twitter right now.
No.
Okay.
HTH3? What is it?
Ethan Klein is suing specific people because of like he did a video
Mm-hmm.
which was almost like a trap for reaction streamers,
Okay.
and he is suing like a couple of particular ones for basically he had he set a trap. Do you know who Hassan Piker is?
I have heard the name, and I know that it's very kind of problematic in the sense that people really.
It's not really problematic. It's just on a very radical left side of things.
Okay.
Basically, because he openly supports terrorism and stuff. But
Jeez.
and which is kind of giving him preferential treatment in a lot of things.
You mean how he got banned for like a day and then returned?
Yeah, you remember that tweet like, which gave me a birthday present, and then
Yeah.
then she's like, "Well, my birthday ended when he got unbanned a day later." But yeah, basically, Ethan Klein did like Content Nuke, which is a series of videos he started doing. I think starting with Keemstar back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he did one for Hassan Piker because he actually used to work with Hassan. They had a podcast together.
Mm-hmm.
But that kind of ended when there was a specific event happening. I forget which was. I think it was November 7th or something, when there was like a terrorist attack, and Hassan is in support of that. Ethan isn't, and they kind of fell out.
Right.
But generally, they agree on a lot of things, even though they're kind of like on the opposite ends of this particular issue. Apparently, they agree on a lot of things, but anytime Ethan criticized Hassan about things, that's where the issues came from. So
the guy couldn't take criticism.
Yeah.
At all.
In any case, yeah, anything I see from Hassan, I generally don't think he's a very smart person.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just says a lot of things and people follow it. And whenever he gets called out about it, he at first denies it, and then he kind of digs his heels in, which is very DSP-like behavior, if I'm being honest. So the guy is probably narcissistic. Anyway, that's kind of besides the point. Well, anyway, Ethan did a content nuke about Hassan.
Uh-huh.
And there's a lot of Hassan orbiters. Basically, his friends. They decided to organize basically a watch parties where they would sit down and watch Ethan's content nuke just to take away views from him.
Uh-huh.
So that he wouldn't profit off of it. And basically this was organized on a Reddit, and several people were like picked for it. So it came out recently that Ethan actually planned a lot of things with this content nuke, and before releasing it, he decided to copyright it, like actually legally copyright it. And here's the thing, he didn't do it specifically maliciously, in my opinion, in a way that he even states in the video where it's like, the idea is not to fuck up the reaction community, because he actually wants it to improve in terms of like whenever you react to something, you actually have to expand the video, you have to transform it, you have to provide commentary.
If you add your face and you don't say anything on it, it's like you're stealing content.
Yeah. Well, here's what happened. Okay, Dorset says he's one of those people you have heard the name of, but if you look at him, you know you just don't care about what he has to say, so you don't look into him. Yeah, basically. That's Hassan Piker. He's also very much a Nepo baby, where he basically was born into a rich family. And he is also a staunch communist, where he's like, eat the rich. Bro, you are the rich.
Pretty much.
Anyway.
Like, have the guy work for a year, and you can see how much his views will change.
Well, here's the thing. Have you heard of the Young Turks? They're like a political channel.
No.
Okay. They're a very popular, like, I guess, leftist YouTube channel where they cover a lot of politics. And
right.
The owner of the Young Turks is his uncle.
Okay.
So, in any case, where was I? So yeah, Ethan basically registered the thing.
You said that he was not doing it maliciously.
Yeah, he basically registered the thing, and he did this because if the video was just re-uploaded or specifically maliciously restreamed, he could trap someone and set a standard, which he did.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of people who fell into the trap, which is not Hassan, which is not people like Asmongold or HQC or whatever, because
well, they react to the
they react and they talk and they actually add stuff.
If anything, Asmongold stops like every 10 or 20 seconds to say something.
Yeah, he doesn't shut up a lot of times, even though people say like, oh, he just nods and like says yeah, he does, but he also talks for an exorbitant amount of time. Like, anybody who says that hasn't actually watched Asmongold.
I would say that a 10-minute video with Asmongold is probably like a 40-minute clip. Yeah. Because half, like, at the best, like on the best cases, it will be 30 minutes of him talking.
Yeah. But in any case, like, so he made, Ethan made a standard where they basically have to fall into a couple of categories. They have
like
to...
Guidelines?
Huh?
Like guidelines?
Yeah, he made guidelines for himself, basically, who to target. Where he says, like, you basically have to come into this maliciously. And you kind of have to actually prove it. And state it.
Uh-huh.
And they fucking did in the video. They specifically say in the video, let's
fuck up his views.
Yeah, basically, let's watch this ethically so that he doesn't get any views. Like, let's not. Basically, you are being a replacement for the content provider, which is not fair use. And also, they didn't talk much during the fucking react, and a lot of times they just stood up and left, came back with the video playing, and we're just like, what's happening? What's going on? And this is also something that Hassan does a lot. Yeah, it's basically like they call it Mr. Chair or Chair Time, where all you do is see the chair while the video is playing, while he's like fucking around doing something else, either talking to his mom or is going to the toilet, or he's eating, or something else.
Yeah.
But he's not there. So that is like literally stealing. So a lot of his orbiters start doing the same shit.
Right.
Yeah, chair streams, like Dorset says. They just call them the chair streams. So A couple of them have done that. One of the people who is suing was basically smoking a bong all throughout the react. And at some point he was like, wouldn't it be funny if she had smoked more than she actually commentated? So they edited the video just to see.
Uh-huh.
And you think, oh, there's no way. She smoked 3 more minutes than she actually talked.
Jesus
it was like
Christ.
18 minutes of smoking versus 15 minutes of talking.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so basically they had to fall into these two categories where they're not adding anything. They're doing this maliciously, specifically to fuck up his revenue. And there were like he was like they specifically were falling into these guidelines.
Yeah.
And some of them he does have personal beef with, which is fair enough. But he's like, that's not why I'm suing them. I'm suing them because of this.
Right.
In any case.
Yeah.
Why am I talking about this?
Yeah.
Guess who quote tweeted about this? You know him, you love him. He comes back every fucking stream that we're on. It's our boy DSP.
Of course.
And he retweets this. Well, quote tweets this and says,
there are entire channels dedicated to restreaming and re-uploading and financially benefiting off of my work. If this actually passes and wins, I'm going to have so many people that I'm going to sue.
and everybody's just like, bro, you completely missed the fucking plot if you think this applies to you.
Yeah.
And the thing
But
is,
he
like,
saw the chance out.
even a lawyer who was going over this, and he's like, this does not apply to him.
No, it doesn't.
And why? Well, Lucas, first of all, one thing Ethan makes very clear at the very beginning is that you have to copyright something before you actually publish it. Just publishing things does not put copyright on it to you. That doesn't even...
Content becomes public. You have to. It's like with patents. You have to patent it as soon as you can.
DSP doesn't even own the trademark to his fucking DSP gaming thing anymore. It's somebody else right now. Because somebody just bought up the trademark recently. Technically, he doesn't even own that.
He could get sued for that.
He could. That's the funny thing. But yeah, that's the whole reason I'm bringing this up. Because I found it funny that he actually thinks this applies to him somehow.
Right.
Everybody's saying, like, fucking do it. Do it!
Do it, motherfucker.
Everybody's just hoping that he sues someone because he's an idiot.
Because it will backfire on him terribly.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I decided to do a mix of the two things you suggested to me last time. I changed just now a little bit of the
nose,
the post, the post to make it look like she's closer.
Yeah.
But also I'm adding a panel here like this. You know, one of those Gachiakuta when they look like really distant but really also low quality, kind of.
Yeah. Kind of like what I did with Lily lying down when she's grabbing the backpack as well.
Yeah.
It's a good establishing shot, yeah. Because again, it's up to you to make sure the reader knows what's going on. You're the guide.
I'm the guy.
I'm the guy.
I'm the one.
I'm the beer stop guy. What am I gonna do?
I'm a stuff guy.
I should get a counter of how many times I've used that fucking joke.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I was talking in the DSP server yesterday, and I found out that I mean, in retrospect, it's not that surprising, but I found out that DSP played Myst.
Which one was missed?
Myst was a point-and-click adventure game where you're on an island, where it explains nothing to you, and there's like
Is
books
it
and
the
stuff.
one with the books?
Yeah,
That
that's the
you
one.
and Cedric told me about? Okay.
Yeah. He has played that to completion. I was
Okay.
genuinely fucking taken aback when I learned that yesterday.
Did he get someone to
I
guide him
don't
through the entire
know.
thing?
I don't
Because that's
know.
the only way I can imagine that he would have done that.
I don't know. I suspect that he did cheat because there's absolutely no way he went through the like actual order of writing shit down for himself, because that is a game where you have to take physical notes.
Yeah.
It tells you nothing. It doesn't hold your hand, it doesn't guide you, it does nothing.
I refuse to believe he made that by himself.
I refuse as well, but there is a playthrough, which is what I found funny. And somebody made a this is how you don't play,
Uh-huh.
and it's called This is how you don't play, the what the fuck edition. Because that's all he says.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, it even says like suicidal drinking challenge. Take a shot every time DSP says like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this?" or something similar.
Oh no.
That shit
that's
is
that-
genuinely funny. Because that's all he fucking says during that playthrough. Like, I watched a little bit before I went to bed, and I was like, oh my god, that is literally everything he says. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What is this? What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Lovely. Also, Dorset posted a gif of May 1st, Alec.
You're for? You're what?
May 1st.
Oh. Right.
The whole time, huh? Yeah. I did it the whole time.
I was playing a game the whole time, huh? What the fuck?
Hello. Hello.
So, also another thing I saw, I guess, yesterday is apparently...
Regarding Killer Boy?
No. Well, sort of, I guess. Filion.
Oh, well. That's
The little
what
Filipino
is it?
boy.
Yeah, the Filipino boy.
So apparently, she and a couple of other Russian-speaking streamers,
Mm-hmm.
including Smagalana, I think, had like a crossover stream, collaboration stream.
Oh, that's neat.
And when the one clip I saw was the Pizda clip,
The what?
The pizda clip. Pizda is a derogatory word in Russian.
Which means
Vagina. Basically, Filion misheard, I believe, and I think she said pizza. That's that pizda pizza. So when she starts saying that, it was like, I'm hungry for pizda. I'm hungry for this. All the women, and the other streamer says something like, "Yeah, it's something the women have." Then the Filion turns and says, "All the women of Russia, I'm hungry for pizda, for your pizda."
No. Oh god.
Good
Feeling it's
times.
never getting rid of the lesbian allegations either.
Good times.
I have never heard that.
We have now.
The knowing is half the battle.
Gdzie Jose? Yeah, also Dorset said about Hassan's chair streams, get to at least get a body pillow of yourself to put in the chair. I'm sure there's
Pretty
a
much.
body. I'm sure there's a body pillow of him because dude's massive.
Okay.
He actually does work out. He is pretty huge. So I'm pretty sure there are some people who bought a fucking like body pillow of him.
Well, at least he works out some, like, it's something. At least one thing, you know?
I have heard people accuse him of using steroids and shit, but I don't know. That is alleged.
Right.
One of those allegedly things.
One of those things.
The other thing I find funny about him is that people feel like dude's got a really small head, and it's because his body's so fucking huge. It does make him look like he has little head. So whenever you see a caricature of him, it's always like a huge fucking suit, little head. You know, like that Japanese meme.
Yeah.
Only not as ridiculous.
Well, people need to step up their game then.
Not as ridiculous. Did you beat Red Night Rain?
No.
You guys are taking a break from it?
Yeah. Kinda. I sometimes play by myself.
Right.
And I didn't even finish the game, but they're already adding like harder bosses. I find it hilarious because you know how people are always saying, like, "Oh, Dark Souls should have a different difficulty setting and whatnot." You know, like the kind of game journalist opinion. And
My Leben.
yeah, so it's like, hey, they're finally adding difficulty to Dark Souls to from some game.
It's
you can
harder
play it normal.
difficulties.
You can play it harder.
Yeah.
That was great.
A great monkey paw curls moment. You know that?
Yeah.
By the way, I made one of those gamer sub drinks.
Oh.
I tried the Share Lily one.
So, how did it? How did it taste?
Well, for one, it's blue. Very, very blue.
Okay.
Secondly, when I opened the pack, there was a very strong scent of coconut, but I don't really
But it
taste
had no coconut flavor.
it dissipated really quickly, and I'm not sure about the taste. It's a little bit weird.
All over the place.
Now, how do I describe this? Maybe I need to dilute it a little bit more. It's a little too sweet for me.
Well, keep in mind that a lot of like gamer sub stuff is like catered to people who constantly drink Mountain Dew and shit like that. So it's understandable. I personally prefer stuff like the white Monster. No sugar.
I have not drunk.
Well, that one is sugar free. Same as the.
None of the gamer sub stuff has sugar in it.
Really?
Neither do the things Patrick sends me. They're all sugar. They're all sugar free.
I thought all the gamer sub stuff had a lot of sugar in it.
No. It has a lot of caffeine in it, but
of course.
They're basically like sweeteners.
Huh.
All of it is sweeteners. As far as I know, anyway. I can vouch like 100% for the stuff Patrick sends me, but I don't see why this would be any different. Like, it's very sweet, but it's all sweeteners.
No, Gamer Sub GG Energy does not contain sugar. It is formulated to be sugar-free and keto-friendly with less than 1 calorie per serving.
Yeah.
Instead of sugar, it uses artificial sweeteners like sucralose, a sulforaphane K to achieve its sweetness. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta love that one of the... I literally put, do gamer subs have sugar? And one of the links says, the truth about gamer subs, it's bad for you.
Okay.
Like, no shit, it's like saying, oh, energy drinks are bad for you. No shit, Sherlock. Tell me something I didn't know.
I wouldn't say it's bad for you, you just have to drink water.
Moderately.
Yeah. Like, whenever I'm drinking these energy powder drinks, I also have like a jug of water as well.
Lucia says like the pyro powder.
Yeah.
Pyro?
I don't know what that is.
I have no clue.
You'll have to elaborate.
Enlighten us, Torshit.
I mean, I could look it up. Oh, it's
a GG subs flavor.
I haven't tried that one. Yeah, the only ones I got the test pack that's free. They recently started shipping in the EU, so I got a free test pack, and I got the Shy Lily one. Like the European flavors are much lesser. Like we only have like what 6 or 8 flavors or something. Much fewer. Because there's a lot in the US. Like they still say like you can still buy the US flavors. It's just gonna be much more in shipping and import fees.
Right.
But yeah.
Oh, he says it's pomegranate, and he says I like the Internet Historian Cup.
Oh yeah.
I don't think none of this gets to my country, as far as I know.
I mean, I think you might be able to just buy the normal.
The cups.
No, I mean in the US shipping thing. They still deliver, I think. And they actually have like
It has an Argentinian flag on the corner immediately.
Yeah.
Look at it.
And they also have like if you need a cup, they have like a starter set where you can buy
A cup with some of them.
a cup with a jug, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't need a cup personally, but I think it's the same. You pay the exact same as you would if you bought a jug by itself.
Uh-huh.
You technically
Dorsha says sometimes they do a free cup with that tub sales.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah, they do like a free, but it's usually not. It's not one of the waifu cups. It's one of their normal, like basic ones.
Surprisingly, a lot of this shit is sold out.
Yeah. The waifu stuff also sells out really quickly. But keep in mind, also people resell.
Yeah.
They actually like combat that stuff in the store, but only do that so much.
Yeah. He said last one was. Apparently the last one was also waifu.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of these cups are some of these cups are the kind of shit I would buy if I was living by myself.
Again, you can get a standard one. You don't have to get any of the gamer ones or the wife ones. Like there's some standard ones where it's just like green with a texture.
Right.
And that's the one they have for free in the EU at the moment. Like lime something, and the other one is like purplish pink.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Alright. Hey, gamer subs pay us. We're doing free advertising.
Or not.
I can start lining this one as well.
But yeah, the other two flavors I got were lemonade, I think, and
Okay.
the last one was just called good.
Good. Okay.
It's the cover is just like a pair of eyes, and like it is just white. And I don't know what the flavor is.
Okay.
Like anytime I want to know the flavor, I actually have to go onto the Gamer Subs website and look up what the fuck anything is. But
Yeah,
even
I might order something then. If it, more like a luxury kind of thing, you know? Like, could give
yeah,
this a try, I guess.
yeah. I just kind of want to find a flavor I actually like, because right now I'm not sure about the Share Lily one. I like the design. It's pretty.
Of course.
I like the
You
design.
can keep the packet.
Yeah. But I ain't sure about the taste. I do like that it's blue. It reminds me of Gatorade.
And the blue Gatorade is the best one. Funny enough about the blue Gatorade is that I never actually really checked what the flavor for the blue one is. And last time I checked, I was like, I forget the name of the name in English. For some reason, it's not raspberries. Okay, yeah. So the blue Gatorade is raspberries, and I can guarantee you that I never felt the flavor of raspberries on it until I actually read it.
Right.
And then I took a sip, and I'm like, okay, it does taste like raspberries.
They,
one of those,
they
like-
tricked you.
I guess. Mental trick, mental gymnastics. I don't know. It was a really weird moment.
They overrode you and convinced you of what it isn't.
I mean, it's still good. It would taste if it tastes like raspberries or not. It's like
And I used to
So-
like Gatorade until they said it tasted like raspberries. Now I can't get the taste of raspberries out of my mouth. I fucking hate raspberries.
well, some people actually do. For some fucking reason.
French.
Imagine not liking raspberries.
Cringe. Raw meat, watermelon.
What?
Dorset said raw meat, watermelon. Is that another flavor?
Oh, okay.
I'm asking.
Yeah. No, but I'm okay in it's a Dorset message.
Yes.
That's an interesting name.
I mean, you can convince somebody when you say like, yeah, watermelon tastes just like raw meat, and they'll never get the taste out. You're welcome, Lucas.
You know, I'll forget about that in like 20 minutes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I'll be sure to remind you.
You know, I can block you, right?
Can you though?
I mean, yeah.
You don't have to.
Objectively speaking, I can.
You don't have to.
Now, if I will, it's a case of, but am I gonna?
Yeah. But Lucas, if you block me, who's gonna traumatize you with fucking messages?
Hopefully, no one. I can hope.
You're gonna miss all the traumatic stuff I post. Ruining your day even more. You'll be like, man, my day has been so good so far. I fucking hate it. Where's Alec? I wish somebody would come along and shit on my parade.
That reminds me, have you seen that fucking image of Sephiroth walking out? And it's just like, hang on, I'm having a good day. I'm gonna go look for my mother.
No?
Let me see if I can find. Sephiroth. Okay, here's the image. I'm gonna post it in the stream chat, but it doesn't have the other. Oh, the last one was really it was a waifu cup. Matter the Dorshet just posted.
Okay.
Well, not just posted. He posted it like almost 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Wraith Baby.
It says when you're having a good day, so you needed knock down a few pegs or something like that. Out of my way, I'm going to see my mother.
Man, it's actually kind of weird. Sephiroth. I'm saying it's kind of weird how I played Crisis Core before I played 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to see Sephiroth in his prime, so to say, where he's actually a hero along with Zack.
Wait, he was a hero?
Yeah.
I had no idea about that.
Crisis Core is pretty good.
I have never played a Final Fantasy.
You should play Crisis Core, it's on the PSP. Like they did do a re-release recently.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you can always play it on the PSP.
It would give me an excuse to charge my PSP.
Well, no, you would have to play it on the emulator if you want to play it on stream.
Oh, I never said on stream. I was saying playing on my bed. You know, lazing around at like 5 a.m.
Yes,
my list just keeps growing. I can't keep adding games to it.
I mean, you can. You
just
have to complete them sometime.
Hey, I'm the one that completes the most games.
Not by that much, apparently. We actually sat down and checked.
Yeah, but I'm still the one that completes the most.
Yeah, not by that much.
They're not mutual exclusive, Alec.
I should play like a million really short games so you have no excuse.
Are you gonna though?
I could.
Are you gonna though?
Every one of them is like 5 minutes.
Are you gonna though?
I could.
Yeah, you could, obviously. Anyone can. But are you gonna?
I could.
Well, there you go.
Lucas, I'm not signing up for anything like an idiot, like some of you people. Anything I say can make me held liable. The stuff I don't want to do. Just like Becky and Fear and Hunger. So I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do it.
Well, there is one thing you said you were gonna do.
Right.
That you said it on stream. That you want me to finish the cheetah level for Lucida Dakimakura.
Yeah. Have you decided to do it?
Not yet.
I guess you don't want that Dakimakura.
I want it, but every part of my brain is yelling at me to pay for it.
Oh, look at the rich guy with his rich money, throwing it around.
I'm not even rich!
But every part of your brain is actually yelling at you so you could buy it.
Alec, if I was rich, I wouldn't be living with my parents.
Yeah. If you didn't spend all your money on figures and Dakimakuras, you wouldn't have to live with your parents.
I don't think I make enough to actually live by myself, honestly. I mean, objectively, I can. But
Yeah.
objectively, I would also have to live on rice
Yeah.
and instant noodles. But even
Yeah.
instant noodles are fucking expensive.
Yeah. You don't have
So
to.
I would have to buy like
You don't have to. There's plenty of like alternatives that are really cheap. Next, like instant noodles are actually pretty expensive. If you just buy like not spaghetti specifically, well, you can buy spaghetti as well. But there's like pasta
Yeah,
that
like
you can buy
cheap kind.
for really cheap. That's what I do. Same with
I mean,
rice. Same with buckwheat.
I can technically just buy flour and make it myself, and it would still be 1,000,000 times cheaper.
Yeah, you could.
But I don't want to put it at £1,000,000 because I'm only eating pasta. Why am I yelling again? What was the? Where did we? How did we land here?
Yeah, man.
You're gonna have to be more specific. Oh, right, you said. Wait, no. Oh, okay, no, yeah, you said I was rich because.
Did I send you that remix of the Phoenix Wright versus Cheetah Man remix? I think I did.
Don't think you did.
No, it's like one of the best things ever. Let me just send it to you. You will appreciate it and it will change your perspective of Ace Attorney forever.
On second thought, I don't think I want to see that.
Cheetah Man, Phoenix Wright. You're
On second
welcome,
thought, I don't think I
Lucas.
want to see that, Alec.
You're
On second thought, I don't
welcome,
think I want
Lucas.
to see that.
You're absolute welcome.
I never said thank you.
You're absolute welcome. This will forever change your perspective of the song. Because it uses the exact same fucking beats.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
No, listen to it.
No, I'll be right
Listen
back.
to it,
I'll be
Lucas.
right back.
Listen
if
to
I
it.
never return,
Listen
if I
here,
never return,
Hassan. Listen here, Hassan. We don't make enough money for you to just stand up and do a fucking chair stream. Sit your ass back down. And listen to the
I'll
Cheetah Man
react-
song.
I'll react to it when I return from the bathroom, okay? If I ever
No.
do.
No,
Yes.
get back here. It's only a minute long. But the damage is forever.
Okay, I'm not listening.
Yeah.
Past the 10 seconds. Fuck you.
Yeah, keep listening.
No,
Keep listening, buddy.
No,
Keep listening.
no,
Keep
I'm not
listening.
listening. Past the 10 seconds. I
Go
can already
on.
see how this is. This is already mixing up in my head.
No,
no.
go on,
No.
listen to it and
No.
hold. Go on, Lucas. It gets so much better. Go on, Lucas. You can do it.
Okay, no, yeah, 30 seconds it stops. Fuck you.
Go on, Lucas. It's only a minute long. Don't be such a bitch about it.
It's already ruining the fucking song in my head, Alec.
What's wrong, Lucas? You haven't even beaten those bosses yet.
That was a line about needing to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
This is how... What did you send me, Lucas? Eh. So how are you doing, Mr. Chair? Yeah? That's good. What's that? It stinks. Your day stinks? Well, why don't you tell me why? Is that so? Wow. I can't believe that. He did that? And then the dog came? And sat on you as well? Wow. I didn't think you guys could fit on the same chair. I didn't realize you were holding this whole thing together. Such a strong, independent chair that don't need no man. Sometimes a dog will do. No, not even a towel, huh? This is the best trauma dump stream ever. Man, if Lucas didn't leave, I wouldn't have all these straight chair facts. The true dump stream. Yeah. Maybe we should dump Lucas and just have the chair.
I was trying to split that song in my brain while I was in the bathroom and I can't. Fuck you.
Man, Lucas, you interrupted the chair's tragic backstory. We were
Cheers.
having a conversation. Yeah, I had to talk to someone, so I was talking to the chair. He trauma dumped about all the stuff you put it through.
Are you high?
Me? No. Hello.
I fuck. I knew you were gonna say that.
Did you listen to the entirety of the song?
No.
That's very, very homosexual of you, Lucas.
Alex, stop being retarded. Okay, forgot about my own music.
Just listen to more of the Cheetah Man song. Perfectly good music.
It has already ruined my perception of the other song, Alec.
Get it though? Or has it made it better?
No.
By the way, somebody said something in the DSP server that I found pretty
Okay.
funny.
Which was?
So I don't know if you've ever heard DSP say the word accessories.
No.
He says accessories.
Okay.
And it's always weird, obviously.
Of course, that's all the things this is wrong.
But somebody presented the the idea that the reason he doesn't say accessories
Uh-huh.
is because he wants to move away from the yak. And I find that hilarious. If that's actually
I-
the case.
I wouldn't put it past him, you know? Kind of like,
That would be fucking hilarious.
yeah. But saying I wouldn't put it past him is just driving us back to the topic on the previous stream.
Because we're experts, Lucas.
Sure we are.
We're DSP experts. We have a degree in DSP.
Oh god, I don't want that.
Don't you want to be a professional DSPer?
No! The fuck?
You can be like an expert in everything DSP doesn't say.
I want nothing in my life to be related to DSP.
It's kinda mean, isn't it? You don't even know the guy.
I have a lot of things to say about the guy that are way meaner, man.
Like what?
I am not saying it!
You don't have anything to say. I see.
No, I haven't, but it's very... how do I say this? It's very reportable.
You heard it here, folks. Lucas has nothing to say on the DSP matter. He actually is a big fan of DSP. He has absolutely nothing bad to say about him.
Alex, say that shit again and I will fucking block you and stop the streams.
You hear it here, folks.
Alex! Oh my god.
What's up, Luke?
What do you mean?
Why are you so aggressive all of a sudden?
Fuck off!
I just realized I don't have any reference
What?
up.
Do you need it for the current panel?
Yeah. I need the original comic. Just to see what I put there.
Fair enough.
Well, I could use the same thing, I guess. But I'll probably have to use something else. I'll probably change it to purple.
Purple.
Yeah. Let's change it to purple. You know, it would be funny
What?
if I do all this work, get all of this done, and on the last panel I give up and never post this. I just don't do the last panel.
You're gonna have to redefine your definition of fun, or funny.
It'll be funny to me.
You're gonna have to change your definition of funny.
Why? Look, if the Rent-A-Girlfriend guy can post NTR and garner millions of fucking readerships and followers just by playing out his NTR fucking fantasies, doesn't mean I cannot play out my NTR fucking fantasies and cuck every single fucking reader of mine.
Well, that would be deliberate.
Yeah, he was deliberate too. You think that
I mean-
shit wasn't planned?
No. I mean, Alec, stopping it because you wanted to stop it to cook people out of the fucking ending of the comic.
Yeah?
You presented the idea as maybe I don't want to work on this anymore.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny?
No.
It would be so funny, look. Imagine it. Imagine the disappointment. The rage. And imagine me sitting there in my chair rubbing my nipples just like that one South Park episode.
That is a terrible mental image.
Told you it would be funny.
This is not funny. That is an awful mental image.
I love it that I could hear you slam your pen down to grab your face.
Again, you're gonna have to redefine your definition of funny.
I'm laughing, aren't I?
I'm not laughing.
It's not anything about you. Just imagine yourself in my position, Lucas.
Rubbing my nipples.
I mean, if that's your first go-to, sure, if you want to. Weird flex, but okay. Imagine if you were me. Lucas, why are you rubbing your nipples?
Oh, fuck's sake, man.
Hey, you're the one who said it.
You left. Oh my god. God fucking damn it, man. Fuck's sake.
You know what that reminded me of?
What?
That Mr. Ludicrous guy, you know, the DSP distractor. Whenever he's parodying DSP, he's like, I set up a trap, and the detractors, they fall for it every single time.
So you mean like how Phil talks?
Yeah.
100% like how Phil talks.
Distractors, they're so dumb. I set up a trap, and they fall for it every single time.
Every single time. I think by far the best impression is you. Like seriously, if I imagine someone doing a DSP impression, it's you.
It's because you're a little bit over exposed to my ramblings. And my impression is kind of like a combination of Meerkat and Mr. Ludicrous.
Okay. I'm gonna mute myself for 1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a moment.
It was at this very moment that Lucas screamed into the void. The void did not answer. It was devoid of all sound.
What? What are you going on about this time?
Don't worry about it.
Oh god.
Don't worry about it, Lucas. I said at this very moment, Lucas screamed into the void. Then I Then I sat still for a bit and I said, the void did not answer. Because it was devoid
It
of all
was
sound.
devoid of sound.
Yes.
I heard that last bit. So that's why I was like, what the fuck are you on about?
To quote Becky, I'm funny, damn it.
I think I'm gonna have to continue, like, not stop reading manga. That's what I was gonna say. Not specifically continue, but not stop. Because I feel like I'm at my peak of wanting to draw when I am actually reading stuff.
Mm-hmm. Are you though?
Because I was reading Gachi Yakuta yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But I also generally should start also pushing for more studies. But yeah, you were saying? Sorry, I kind of interrupted you.
I don't remember.
Oh well.
C'est la vie.
So you were about to say something when I said like I need to continue reading manga to draw.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know what I want at this point.
No?
My identity crisis never went away.
Ah.
I'm just less stressed about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not having a panic attack.
Right. Which is better.
Yeah.
No, I've been getting at least an inkling of wanting to draw. Well, not an inkling, but generally I feel like the need to draw when I'm actually reading stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
So I started to get a little bit more motivated reading the smoking manga, and then I went to Gachi Yakuta and got even more motivated. And the thing is, the panels are actually giving me ideas and actually giving me material to reference. Although, of course, I still can't shake the feeling that I'm not putting enough effort, and I would be doing so much better right now if I was, actually practicing and drawing. I'm basically stuck on that image I sent you earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
Let me read it out loud. I know you're going through a lot right now. Just know, you did this to yourself.
I bought some new treats for Masha and she's being a little bitch about it.
Why? She wants more?
No, the opposite. Won't eat them.
Oh.
As usual, I wasted my money.
Oh. It's a case of like, you're just gonna have to keep giving them to her until she relents because she's not getting other treats.
No, that's not how it works with her, I guess.
No?
Not anymore.
Hmm.
And what happens when you spoil your cat with something? You just need that one time and that's it.
And they will not change their minds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you can eat them.
Hmm?
I guess you can eat them then.
Nah. Don't wanna.
I'm surprised by the amount of people that have mentioned they have eaten animal food.
I've had a friend who actively ate his cat's food.
Really?
Yeah, in front of me.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, it's not bad. Not the wet food, the dry food.
Yeah. The kibble?
Yeah, kibble. Not that it makes it any better, but, you know. It's what
Yeah,
it
no.
did.
Ah. Just one of those okay situations, you know.
Yeah. Then again, I also had a friend who was definitely afraid of cats.
Hmm. Who was it that ate onions like apples?
That's the that's my childhood friend who lives in Manchester right now, I think.
Okay.
Ironically, he I think I told you, but he and his wife have the same name.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a situation of Julius and Julia
Yeah.
is the English equivalent, I guess. It was just funny to me when she told me the story when like she met him through a mutual friend,
Uh-huh.
and she sits down in the car with him,
Yeah.
and he's sitting in the front, and she sits in the back, and she's a very social person.
Uh-huh.
He isn't. He has
Of course.
No, he has a very, very like how do you say
Botchy
it?
approach.
No. He has a very, very stoic fucking face. Extremely stoic.
Ah. Okay.
To the point where it's funny. So a lot of people are taken aback because that's not really how he is on the like
Outside on the
inside. Yeah, like in reality, he is not like that.
right.
But
It's just his face.
no, it's just how he projects himself. Because again, his father is a former cop,
Okay.
and he also like grew up in a very religious household.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of made him the way he
Molded
is.
him.
Yeah. So he just kind of like got very, very like resting bitch face kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But Yeah. So she sits back. Yeah, she sits in the back seat, and she's a very social girl. So she's like, "Hello, my name is Julia," and he just sits there for a second, and he's like,
Mhm.
he's like, "Yeah, me too." and she thought he was making fun of her.
I mean, it was a lie. That's one way to start.
Again, she thought he was making fun of her.
Me too.
It's just like, yeah, me too. The thing is, he didn't even look at her, like look back. He just kind of
Yeah.
sat there, just said it.
So she thought he was dismissing her.
Yeah. And again, like, if you ever met him, that's just how he is.
Yeah.
And again, we had a moment where he's like, I think I told you about the mafia guy basically saying that he never knows what I'm thinking because I've got the expression on my face.
Yeah, yeah.
The one you guys saw when I was there. But basically at some point he also was like panicking about me or something. No shit says be right back.
Oh,
Burp,
okay.
Burp.
Burp, burp.
Reminds me of the Gura, please can you pause the game? I need to go to the bathroom.
What was the last one? Like, Gura, I love you. Would you please consider having a date with me or something like that?
Something like that.
And the rest. Gura, can you stop the game? I need to pee.
Yeah, pause the game. I need to pee. Two type of viewers.
From the comments on that thing, I have read that apparently she did pause the game until he actually returned from the bathroom.
Well, he did pay.
Yeah.
But where he put money where his mouth was.
Okay, now to look for a reference for this panel. No, well, don't find something decent. I'll just have to make do.
Apparently, DSP is trending again for a different reason this time.
Okay, weren't the Zoomers like really focused on him recently?
Well, yeah, but this time it was Rock Solid that quote tweeted. His, if you remember the Sony panel,
Yeah.
where they were going on about how this is how to direct the gamer's attention and stuff during God of War gameplay, and one of his streams was used for it. Kind of made me realize something I really hate.
Okay.
I fucking hate that. You remember that game I played recently, Hell Is Us?
Yeah.
The demo. But in that demo, I told you that they basically have system where there's no markers, there's no map, you just have to pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, my problem with that is it feels artificial. Even when they don't guide you, they fucking guide you so fucking much that even without the fucking yellow paint, you can just fucking feel yellow paint everywhere.
Okay.
That's just how I feel.
Also.
Well, I think I told you, but they basically have like it was kind of like I suppose post-mortem kind of thoughts. But you're like in that forest in the beginning.
Yeah.
But there's the wind chimes to guide you, but there's no fucking way to get lost, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You can go around the place, like everywhere, you can do whatever the fuck, but I think you have to be completely fucking retarded to get lost. Because there's so many set paths everywhere. There are very specific ways to go about the map. There are some things you might miss because you didn't explore. But that's kind of like neither here or there, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you wanted to... Like, there's not really any hidden paths. Like, it's all, like, laid out in front of you, all of it. Where it's like, okay, you go here. Alright. And you get there because there's markings on the trees. They have, like, X's. Huge X's. Like, you have a compass in the game. So, that's a good start. You have a compass, and usually the character will say, oh, we have a camp north of here. You know?
Right.
Or we have a camp west of here, in the game sense. It's like, you go there, and you turn on your compass because you can basically turn it on and off. Equip it. And you look at your compass, and they're like, okay, I'm going in the general right direction. And Soldier also mentioned that, oh, we marked the tree so we wouldn't get lost. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just have to make sure I check for signs.
Check the trees.
But the trees are marked so fucking obnoxiously, like visibly.
Uh-huh.
It's not like they like roughly like choked the tree a little bit, so there's like a little legs on there. No, it's like somebody put masking tape over the fucking tree. Like there's no fucking way you're going to miss it.
Unless, as you said, you are pretty much retarded.
Yeah, unless you're fucking retarded. Like, once again, this is just post-mortem thoughts as I kind of dissected everything I saw. But can't help but feel that it's not specifically Phil, but this fucking generation of gamers is just irreversibly fucking done with not being able to fucking problem solve.
That doesn't sound so far-fetched, to be honest.
It's just annoying because this game is like bragging about not holding your hand while holding
And
your
then it
hand.
holds your hand. Yeah.
So when you're like thinking of like, oh well, the bad apples are like the Sony games, for example, your Horizon Zeros, your God of Wars that don't really let you like stand there and think. Well, just even stand around and think about what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And instead you just like you stand there for like 2 seconds. Maybe you should turn the crank and that will spruce up the mechanism. Cool. Thanks. The crank is on the left side of the map. You should go there and actually use it. Then maybe we can proceed. Okay, thanks. If you walk over to the cliffside where the crank is and use the crank, it might open. Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, pretty much.
Like I get it. I have stupid moments as well in games where I'm just retarded because I didn't pay attention. That's my fault. You also
but let me fuck it up on my own terms.
Yeah, let me fuck up on my own terms. Like, there's a reason I love the goat puzzle in Broken Sword 1. I fucking love that thing. No joke. It is literally the best example of how was I supposed to fucking know this?
Yeah.
Because that is one of the most bullshit fucking things. But I hate that they completely removed it. There's a reason why I told you to play the fucking original instead of the remake.
Yeah.
Because they just removed it. Oh, people are having trouble with our goat puzzle. Well, instead of actually instead of actually improving the puzzle and having some kind of way to actually explain what you have to do or give you a hint, they just remove it completely. And the same thing for the lion mouth.
Okay.
If you remember the lion mouth. When you go down the well. You remember going down the well and there was like a wall, the lion mouth wall?
I'm getting vague memories. It's been, 2 years at this point?
Yeah, well, basically, you, in the Countess's manor, there's a well you have to uncover somewhere in her garden. And the gardener has to, like, douse for it. He goes around everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And then eventually you go down the fucking well and there's, like, the Alliance head. And it's another filter for people because you have to listen to the hints provided to you before that. Otherwise the thing will crush you because you ignored it. You ignored the warning. Yeah. And usually, again, people get crushed because that's normal. And again, they like you had to quickly tap behind George, otherwise he gets crushed. So
Yeah.
he takes a step back. Again, they removed it. He steps back, or like automatically now. Because if you don't, blammo, Mr. Stobart, are you all right, Mr. Stobart?
I'm not alright, shut up.
And you get a game over. But
Yeah.
yeah, like and another thing is the Hotel Ubu. If you remember, there's two goons outside,
Yeah.
and you have to get the manuscript out of the hotel. If they find the manuscript on you, guess
They
what?
get
You get a trip to the river with cement shoes.
Yeah, the hotel I can remember actually. Kind of.
Yeah. So what do? Well, if you just haphazardly leave, you get searched, they find it, and you die. If you're playing the new game, the new version, George will specifically stop and say, if I go out there
I
right
can't go
now,
outside.
the goons will find the manuscript on me. It's like, again, they took it out. They're taking out the failed states. And people need to fail.
That's completely fucking stupid.
Like, I get the goat puzzle. The goat puzzle is completely fucking idiotic of an example of how was I supposed to know this. And that one actually rings true for most people. Like, there's absolutely no indication. Yeah, there's absolutely no indication that you have to do it timed. Like, that's the problem. If you know it's a timed thing, if there's even a hint where George says, maybe I have to do this instead. Maybe I should time it a little bit better or something like that. Then you know you have to time it. But instead, you just remove the thing and he does it automatically. Cool, thanks.
Yeah. Or not even have him say something, but you can have someone like that. Some of the townspeople be like, "Oh, be careful of the goat."
That's
like
what I said back then. Yeah,
showing. It's 80 showing, so it's kind of slow, and it kind of gives you it's slow, so you can have to do it something fast, you know.
Well, here's the
thing. You can outrun it.
Yeah, here's the thing. You could have the guy who was guarding the hay be like, you climbed the hay, didn't you? Well, I would stop you, but my morals are quite famished as much as my beer, and I'm still waiting for my next pint. You know, stuff like that. Like, you can have him like not give a shit. Like, he was doing his job, but you did it on your own, and now he's on his break. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, that's how he was in the game. He gave very little of a shit about his nephew who got run over.
Pretty much.
He would rather fucking drink. So yeah, like, have him say like, well, I hope you didn't like get mauled by the goat up there, or something like that, and he can be like, or even like have the kid or the monk say something like, oh, you have to be fast with that one because it will hit you.
Yeah.
You gotta stay on your toes.
Prompt to think.
And again, if that's a problem, redo the voice lines. Like, oh, well, the voice actors are not there anymore. Well, fucking redo the voice lines. It's not a problem for George, because they still have the voice actor for George.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they made the new game recently, the Serpents, whatever. I forget the name of the game. The Serpent's Tale or something like that, but yeah, you could just redo a couple of voice lines and add some better hint system. It's not like you can't. It's not like you can't do it. You added a whole fucking section for Nico, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, Serpent Curse, by the way.
Serpent's Curse, yeah, that's the one. But it's
Or
something
you even something you can do. It might look bad, but you can also have it without sound, without voice lines. If you don't want to have someone else instead of the original voice actors, you can completely leave it silent.
well, no,
People are gonna have to read anyway.
Well, no, you do have to have that because most of the game is still voiced, so you do have to have that. But again, you can
There are
redo the
games where
voice
they
lines.
do that.
I know
Or-
there
or,
are
again,
games.
for
I
example-
know there are games, but this specific game, they have voice lines for all the characters for everything, so they have to stay consistent. So that's the problem.
It's a one case scenario. You can actually have it the other way.
Huh?
It's like one case scenario. You can actually have it in this way as well.
Well, no, again,
Considering the
you-
situation.
it's gonna be jarring. It's gonna be as jarring as doing the thing for you, because if you have to consider new players, Lucas. If you do it brazenly like that, you are making it a special case, so people will know that this is something they added or changed.
Mhm.
You have to make it so that it's not as noticeable.
Because, for example, this guy four. Yeah, 4. Sorry.
Well, this guy
Had a new
has
voice actor.
Well, this Gaia has moments where they don't have voice acting.
No, I
Broken
mean
Sword
they
doesn't.
had a they completely fucked up a specific section on the ending in the original PS3 version. Because when you played it, like I bought this guy for very early on PS3, and I actually played it in the original, and there would be a part where they would talk about something that happened, which actually didn't happen in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like something. It was like you were missing information, and it was nowhere, like literally nowhere. There were files, nothing you could read. And when you play the Vita version, they would actually have that section what they were talking about, which was another part where another character would talk to another. And the thing is, the main character, I'm not sure what happened. I guess they couldn't reach the voice actor or something.
Yeah.
So they had another person entirely to do the voice lines, and you can immediately tell they changed it.
No, that's what I mean. Like, you kind of have to redo the all voice lines for that character if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have to hunt down that particular voice actor again, which is not impossible. And if it's impossible, you just recast them.
Yeah.
That's my point. Like, they've re-released this game several fucking times over. They made a fucking 4K version where they AI upscaled everything.
Okay.
I'm sure that one uses the version I don't like for the gameplay.
Of course.
But yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah. Generally, you can actually include it. Just keep the fucking thing and have people use their brains. And by brains, I mean have one angry Russian-speaking guy yell at them the solution. Well, not yell at them, sorry. Laugh their ass off, giving you the solution.
Well,
In this case,
again,
the one yelling was me.
I did get filtered when I was a kid. And my brother actually knew the solution when I was a kid. I just, like, he basically told me, like, you have to do this thing fast somehow, and I couldn't figure it out. Because we basically talked about it in the car. Like, I don't remember what we were doing, but we were in the ghetto part of the town. And we were just sitting there waiting for like half an hour or something for our parents to finish doing
Right.
what they were doing. But yeah.
And he told you the
No,
solution?
no. We just started talking about stuff, and I think at some point it went over to video games. We talked about Silent Hill 1. We
Mhm.
talked about the goat puzzle, and he kind of told me like, yeah, you just do this kind of thing.
Really fast.
Yeah. So I remembered that, but generally that's about it. I tried it, it didn't work. I got upset. I pitched out.
Say la vie.
C'est la vie. What?
I guess speaking of Sailevia, I think because of Broken Sword, I
Mhm.
heard one expression in French.
Okay.
And one of the girls in my class didn't know French, and I was asking like her, "What does this mean?"
Uh-huh.
And she couldn't tell me.
Okay.
Could not tell me for the life of me, which was annoying.
That's weird.
Well, it was what the hotel clerk said when he relented to the old British woman,
Uh-huh.
and he was like, "I'm bien," and just 1 moment, please. And it was like it was kind of like a relenting. Okay, 1 moment, please.
Right.
Or like, "Oh well," or something, you know, that kind of expression.
That kind of just
Yeah.
confirmation. Like, alright.
It was more like a relenting, "Oh well," I guess, is what I still don't know what it means, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It don't matter. Nah, this matters.
It mattered to pass out like enough to ask.
None of this matters. It don't matter.
I don't think I've ever used this fucking style, but it kind of works for just really small panels with them on the background.
Yeah. You could make an entire comic out of that.
No. It would look like shit. Well, no, it would look like shit to me. Let's be real. To people who can draw, it would look really good.
Typical Lopes bringing himself down again.
I actually gave myself a little pat on the back right there.
Yeah, and then you said it's gonna look like shit.
And then I said,
How could
If the
this
people who
happen to
can
me?
draw- to people who can draw, it's gonna look amazing. So, you know.
But in my
awesome.
case, it's gonna be like shit.
Well, I'm the artist, of course it's gonna look like shit to me.
That's what I mean. Self-deprecation look. Typical
You
looks.
tell me a lot of times that you didn't like how some things came out, and that
Yeah.
you're really unhappy with the way some things are, and you're like, I already fucking ruined this, or you're like,
Yeah.
now this looks like shit.
Yeah.
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 So again,
What's your
it
point?
can happen. I'm the artist.
What's the point? What's
Not
your
about
point?
self-deprecation. I'm my own worst critic.
Yeah. Self-deprecating like a motherfucker.
No, fuck off.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes.
Yeah, I made my mistake of trying to argue. I see a lot of pain and misfortune in your near future.
Did you just nya at me?
What?
Sounded like you said
What?
nya. Instead of near, it sounded like nya.
Yeah, future.
Did you just fucking nya at me?
I fucking love how his panels are just completely fucking
Covered up.
overrun with hers.
The extra shading helps.
You're missing the little mouth thing in there as well.
I am. You are correct. Even though it's in the original. This time I completely fucked up.
I think it was in this particular comic that you, at one point, asked like, "Can you notice something that was missing in this comic?"
No, it wasn't.
what's that like?
It wasn't this one.
It wasn't this one.
No.
Okay, because that's stuck with.
The one that was missing, it was a deliberate choice. Because of continuity, yeah.
Okay. I thought it was this one
No,
for some
no.
reason.
No. No.
No.
It was after the landing.
Hello, landed.
Yeah. Because he landed and the fucking thing disintegrated. If you look at the panel. You actually look at it. It's let me find it. Because it does disappear. And for the rest of that, it's just not there.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Look at it as he like in these three panels. One sec. Yeah. So he lands, and look at the state of it by the end.
Yeah, we'll give me a moment. My internet is really, really fucking up right now. Ah, okay.
That's why it's missing. It is for continuity. So in the next page, it's not there.
And the next one, he picks one up, right?
No.
Wasn't there a moment he picked a new one up? Or am I just misremembering?
It doesn't
I never noticed how it completely fucking breaks in the last.
Yeah. He doesn't get one until much later. In fact, he only picks it up when the Relt is vomiting.
Okay, so he does pick when one of that you've already drawn.
That's when he picks it up. He revives the Ralt and it starts vomiting. So he picks one up. And again, I don't show him picking it up, but it's insinuated with the things on the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I only did it because of continuity.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was in the, I think it was in the barbarism page that I said. Kudos to you if you can tell what's missing from the page. And some people actually guessed.
Nah. Yeah, I specifically remember that question. It is one of those random things that stick with me for a very long time.
There we go.
Nice.
Now he has one.
you know that Argentinians love Blue Archive so much that we made a monument to the game? Wait, you guys have a Washington monument of your own? Don't you know that the Washington can actually copyright strike you with one of its missiles?
I like call the obelisk, the Washington thing, whatever. One more time, and I will fucking kill you.
The what? The obelisk?
There.
The Washington monument, you mean? Why? What's wrong, Lucas? I think Lucas has left to walk all the way here to kill me, guys. Donate to my Patreon so I could hire bodyguards to fuck them up.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
And false alarm, he's still here.
Not for long.
It's gonna be a long walk, Lucas.
I don't care.
A long, arduous walk.
Might even leave you a little bit winded. Maybe then you'll lose all those extra pounds.
Oh, fuck off. Are you really?
What? What?
I'm not.
Huh? What?
There's a specific image that just popped in my head.
What?
I'm gonna post it on stream chat. Which is exactly what you're doing. In any case, completely unrelated to me having to go and kill you. We can stop here. Because I actually want to eat today.
I don't believe you after last time.
Well, last time I did tell you that I was not going to eat and that I was gonna go play Elden Ring.
Man, you told me that after we stopped.
Well, again, I don't know where you got the idea.
Because you were rushing home and you didn't eat. And you just hopped onto stream. That's where I got the idea.
Yeah.
So I felt really bad. And then I felt even worse when you told me.
You didn't feel bad about it.
Because then I was like, man, I fell for it again, Award, huh?
What do you mean fell for it again? God, you really want to get murdered.
Karma is not real, Lucas.
No, karma works like shit. I will kill you. Karma means shit.
Lucas. What if it's part of good shit?
No. No.
Good shit. The good shit.
God damn it. That reminds me of the image. I'm this close to murdering you. The wrist image, you know?
Yeah. Push me harder. Push me closer. Why haven't I killed him yet? You're this close. Push me closer.
Ah.
I don't have the little files locally, so they're all on Reese's DeviantArt. Yeah. In any case, Lucas, this is gonna be you later.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh right, I did that image.
Yeah, you did.
I forgot about that.
Anyway, I guess we'll end it here.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for watching. Join us tomorrow for Ace Attorney. With the surprise return of Reese and Becky.
With their brand new fancy laptop.
Wow! I found it.
You found it. Yeah, that's the one. That did actually happen, by the way.
Yeah, I imagine.
It happened the exact same way. It's like he was just taunting us. Like, if you think I'm a fucking troll, Carl was like perfect at it.
I find it hard to believe someone can be as much of a troll as you, or even more.
It's fine. See, this is Carl. This is Reese. This is me. But basically we were going to, like, there's this kind of a highway where we lived, and it was like a it was like a big roundabout. So for people, you kind of had to go into the underground section to walk over the highway, or under the highway. And yeah, Carl was the only one on the bike. There was also Vladis with us, but Reese didn't draw him because he's not part of the conflict. But yeah, we were going to Asda, which is a supermarket chain, and we basically had to go from the shops to Asda, and then we would walk all the way to Carl's place. So Carl was the only one on the bike, and he just kept zooming around us.
Yeah, there's part one.
Yeah, like Reese and I basically raced down the fucking steps, and we were fucking exhausted, and Carl just like goes right past us on the fucking bike. Fucking dickhead. Good times. Good times.
Now I'm the one that's this close, but to murdering you instead.
Why? What have I done, Lucas? I've been such a good Samaritan. I've done nothing wrong. I did everything correct.
I have no words to use right now.
Well, that means you have absolutely no problems with me, Lucas.
Oh, fuck off!
As we established before.
I have no non-reportable words to say.
I mean,
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.